Alright, let's break down Brock Lesnar using pure ratios and angles through Chad Meter. First thing first, starting with the FWHR, he's sitting at around 1.87. That's extremely high, which explains his insane facial width and raw dominance and shows his male dimorphic traits. That's why he scores a 4 out of 4 here. Moving to eye separation ratio, he has slightly compact eye spacing relative to his facial width. Uh, this is not so perfect, but also not ugly. And this ratio doesn't hurt him so much. That's why we gave him 1.129. Actually, his eye area makes his face look squished a little bit. Now moving to CPR or chin to philtrum ratio. He has a very stronger lower chin and a short philtrum when comparing to his chin. This adds a lot of masculinity, but it is borderline overpowering him. But he managed to get a decent score here, 3.47. His chin to philtrum ratio is 2.29, which is considered more masculine. His facial thirds are slightly off. The lower third is a bit longer, and that's considered generally good. And while comparing, his upper thirds came to be two smaller than the two lower thirds. The lower third is a bit longer and upper is a bit compressed. Minor imbalances, and this is actually there is nothing to be taken care of extreme. Everything looks good due to his stronger jaw and strong chin area. Moving to the mid-face ratio, his MFR or mid-face ratio stands as a perfect score, nearly 1.1 at 0.98, very clean proportional balance in the center of his face. Also, it makes his face compact, and that falls in our ideal ratios, ideal faces. Also to be considered, he is not a model or profile. He is not a model or a looks maxer. Instead, he is a WWE wrestler, and having features like this gives him a valid point, stronger edge. Although his hairline is recessed and the hair density is too low, but we are not gonna discuss that in chat meter. Actually in chat meter we only work on the basis of bones and ratios, their projections and their angles. His NMR is slightly off at 1.37, small inconsistency but not a major issue. Overall gives him a and this combined overall gives him a 7.58 or nearly 7.6 score out of 10. And now we're gonna move to the angle spec. His nasofrontal angle comes clean at 115 degree. This is actually clean, a good transition from forehead to nose, and that's give him an aesthetically solid base. His gonial angle came to be 113, decent, not razor sharp, not ugly, not dull. These are the general peak male traits the Brock Lesnar is carrying away. Although this gives him a total of 2 out of 4 score. Moving to the nasolabial angle, it drops to around 65 degrees, and this is one of the biggest weakness of him. It gives that downward or harsher look and it reduces his overall attractiveness. Mandible angle though around 25 degrees. This is an elite one, one of his strongest feature. Super sharp and dominant. Although there could be more improvement if his chin had been a little bit longer, or its mandible looks like kinda recessed, lacking a bit of improvement, but that can be fixed with surgeries, and he is not gonna do that for sure. His eye canthal tilts are both neutral, or I can say in the positive to in the neutral to the in the range between positive to neutral. The left eye the left eye from the image After grabbing and further verifying, his left eye got 0 degree tilt and right eye got 1 degree tilt, overall giving him a neutral eye expression. His mouth angle, his EME sits at 46 degree, that is nearly perfect, and the ideal EME angle is 47 degree, and he managed to score here 1 and he managed to score here 3.6 out of 4, thus proving his overall structure harmony is more than good. And after calculating his ratio score and angle score, that is 6.620, we got a raw score of 7.1 out of 10, and through Chad metered around 6.3. So basically he is above average in terms of looks. And also to notice that he is not a model or a looks maximizer. He is generally a wrestler and still managed to score this much. He doesn't look attractive in a pretty way. He looks powerful, intimidating, and that's exactly why his presence hits way harder than the score suggests. And here's the interesting part that this isn't a high harmony phase. It's more out of a dominance phase. Finally, Brock Lesnar lands at 6.3 out of 10. Hope you have liked the video. Drop your next wrestler or favorite influencer and I will chat meter him and I will give a face review to him. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.